The horror guy is back. What's up, Evil Dead fans? I'm a bit late on reviewing this film, I know, but I'm here to review Evil Dead Burn. And it's safe to say I am heavily disappointed. I'm not disappointed that the fact that Ash is not here and all that type of stuff. Although it is very saddening that Bruce Campbell did get cancer recently and he's never gonna play Ash ever again. But anyways, Evil Dead Burn is such a terrible drop in quality compared to Evil Dead Rise. And as a huge fan of the Evil Dead franchise, this makes me worried for the next film. This honestly destroys the continuity of the films. They somewhat acknowledge the events of Evil Dead 1 and Evil Dead 2 loosely, but putting aside of how terribly they ruined the continuity of one of my favorite franchises out there, I'll say the stuff I did like, there is some genuinely good and impressive filmmaking aspects in here. I love the usage of the practical effects. It made the general horror fan within me very happy, especially within nowadays, where stuff like CGI and green screen is so easily accessible. It's nice to see them use practical effects more often. There is some pretty cool camera work here and there as well that makes this all the more immersive, with overall some fun kills and some shocking moments that makes this an absurd fun ride at times. But that is honestly the most that I can praise this movie. That final act is truly on a whole nother level of cringe, and definitely on some early 2000s cheap horror filmmaking cringe. Which, even though I did appreciate for how they didn't use CGI for some of the kills and whatnot, you can tell that final act relies on CGI a lot. Obvious green screens, and the final villain is CGI centric, and it looks horrible. It pains me all around, physically and mentally. Like them ruining the continuity and the writing generally being so bad and weird. I could put that a bit aside, but then the final blow to the heart was seeing how generally bad the movie can actually be. It is such a shame and it's so saddening. The acting was also generally cringe. The final girl, played by Sohaila Yaqub, is definitely the best part of the film, not only because she's the lead, she does carry the film by a decent amount with her acting, and she is definitely a good saving grace. But overall, sheesh, what a painful watch. Cringe acting, and an even more cringe ending and final act. And it's just so heartbreaking, man. Like, sure, make a bad movie, but why would you want to ruin this amazing franchise that we have here? I was so looking forward for this movie, especially after how amazing Evil Dead Rise was. But man, this is a painful watch, and it's so disappointing. The pacing is off as well, and I can just go on and on and on. Safe to say, I do not approve, and the more I think about this movie, even after I watched it, the more I don't like it. It was just growing an itch from within me that I was like, man, I really need to rewatch the original trilogy of the Evil Dead films and go back to how good that world is and how good those films are. I just hated this film so much, man. I can't even properly speak because of how bad this film is. I respect the director's efforts and whatnot, but what the hell were you guys doing? My overall rating would be a 3 or a 4 out of 10. I had to really ponder about that one, but yeah. Evil Dead and horror fans, what are you guys' thoughts on it? Be sure to like and subscribe and comment down below what are your thoughts. And stay tuned for more content like this and check out my other content if you enjoyed. And I'll see you horror fans next time. What an insane film.